This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
As all the rookies have a lot to learn when they come here, Aaron came to pit road.
We're getting loose. Off 4.
Is there a problem on the track, Michael?
Problem on turn number 4.
Joey Miller.
That's Joey Miller in the number 12, curb records number 12, Toyota. Oh, and he slaps the wall. That's just before the entrance to pit road. Caution comes out for the first time in Daytona.
Now there's Aaron Crocker with the 98. Here comes the 99 of Eric Darnell around the outside. Just sucked him around, Phil. We saw Eric Almirola do the same thing yesterday. And look, right here, he's got the gas wide open. Trying to keep it off the racetrack. Now he needs to get on the brakes. Right, he just tried to hook it around too long, and it just wound up hitting the wall. I don't know how much damage was done. It was a safer barrier. Try to be towards the front. He has managed to try to run up in the front this entire race. I don't know that he's been back beyond the top 5 this entire race. The IROC race we saw on speed just before the truck race, he was running second when he got crashed. So that just must be his motto. It's okay if you get crashed. Oh, no, look at that big crash.
Boston Reed, Mike Bliss, Bill Lester. Craig Kinzer trying to negotiate his way through. He's able to get through. That was Mike Bliss.
He said,
all right, Mike.
Doesn't look like Mike's truck's all that bad.
Well, a lot of damage to the right side. You can see the right rear wheel pretty plainly.
Happened. That's Mike Bliss on the inside, right beside of Jack Sprague. There's a 25. We just got a little bit loose. We've seen it happen. He got loose. And then when he tried to save it, he drove down off the bank, came back up right in front of Boston Reed. Boston Reed had absolutely nowhere to go. Not a place, Phil. What a great job by Craig Kinzer in the 47 truck. Did you see him just chill out and slide through that mess? Not get any damage to that truck?
Kyle Krisloff doing the same thing in the number 15. Caution has come out here at Daytona. This is our third caution of the night. This is just one of the trucks involved in a big crash. It didn't start out that big. Craig Kinzer looked as though he was just getting up against the wall, but we see Eric Almirola in the 75 stopped in the infield right now. A lot of damage to that truck.
This was an aftermath of it looked like Craig Kinzer blew a tire. We could only make it about 30 laps in our cup cars before tires would go away. It was getting into that zone. It looked like Almirola lost the right front tire and was up against the wall. I guess truck slowing down in wake of that all got together. Let's see if we can catch some video here. There's Almirola.
Cuts down the right front tire.
I'm sorry.
Craig Kinzer.
Kinzer, I'm sorry.
47.
How did this happen?
There's Mike Wallace. Remember, we saw him running in the top 3 positions. There's the 15 of Kyle Krisloff.
He gets out without too much damage.
This accident.
Oh, wow. Something happened to Mike Wallace, and he was slowing down.
No, that was in reaction to what had happened to the 47
because of the 47.
Let's go to pit three. Again, this is Craig Kinzer in front of the accident. The sparks flying as he's bumping up against the wall.
And then it got crazy back here. It looked like Mike Wallace either had a problem, Phil, or most likely just reacted to this crash. I can't really tell.
We'll get another view of it, and we'll see Mike Wallace. He was so slow, it made you think that maybe he had some sort of a problem, or maybe he just saw the 47 of Craig Kinzer get into the outside wall, and he reacted to that. Well, let's see if we can take a look at
Start finish line this time.
Work with me. I need a little room.
The 77 of Brendan Gaughan got real loose up against the wall. Look at Rick Crawford dive to the inside in the 14 truck, put Terry Cook, the 10 truck, in the middle.
Whose name will be added to the list of winners at Daytona. It started off with Mike Wallace. He's in this field. Then it was Rick Crawford winning in 2003. Also in this field, Bobby Hamilton, our most recent winner in 2005. Can Mark Martin throw his name onto this list this year?
All the drivers in the top 5 right now are not on that list.
Wow. I love watching trucks race on speed, but
More to go.
man, you got to come to Daytona and see these things live in person one day. If you're sitting at home, you ain't been to Daytona before, this is what it's all about.
4 laps of racing to go at Daytona.
Ty Bodine, the 30 truck, the 60 truck of Jack Sprague. Are they planning? Are their crew chiefs getting together to formulate a plan to try to get by that Ford of Mark Martin?
5 trucks have broken away. Mike Skinner looked to the inside, but got back in line. Now we see Jack Sprague trying to make the move on the low side. Sprague trying to take over second for Todd Bodine.
See if Ted Musgrave can go with him.
Oh, no.
He's getting sideways.
There goes Jack Sprague. He moves up the track. He saves an amazing save for Jack Sprague.
Coming hard here, coming outside.
What a save, but he's going to lose so much momentum. Just got put it into the wall by the 77 truck.
Brendan Gaughan getting pushed sideways down the tri-oval. That brings out our fourth caution.
We've got trucks flying down pit road.
But as long as they decrease their speed as they travel down pit road,
we don't want this thing.
You heard the dejection on Brendan Gaughan's. You heard his voice. He said, we could have won this thing.
He just didn't leave Ruderman any space. David was up on the outside of him, and he tried to act like he wasn't even there as they exited turn 4. I was watching up in that area.
Let's see if we can take a look at what happened. Watch the 17 right here. He just squeezed him up in the wall. David looked like he just didn't have quite enough room. Made contact with the right rear corner of the 77 truck of Brendan Gaughan. Turned him into the wall. David Ruderman's going to have some damage with the 17 truck. You see a lot of damage on the 77 Orleans Dodge.
His radio was messing up. He wouldn't be able to believe what he's hearing. He wants to win this race, and we're off for 2 laps of racing to see who can pull it off.
Mark Martin just in front of Todd Bodine, but will he be able to stay there? We've got Toyotas packed up behind Todd Bodine, and a problem at the start-finish line. Spinning around, Rick Crawford. Actually, Crawford not involved in that. It's Ron Hornaday in the 33.
Caution is out. Keep digging.
Caution has come back out again.
They only give us 1 shot at a green-white checker. I would think that means
The race is over.
This race is over, and Mark Martin will win this race.
We're going to get the white and the caution this time by. Now, I think.
I believe you are correct, Michael. That was the one attempt at the green-white checkered. We're hearing from NASCAR that is correct. This time by, Mark Martin will receive the white and the yellow together. And this race will
That sure made it a lot easier on us.
That was Mark Martin right there. That was an understatement.
I think I ought to give him a call and see what he thinks.
Let's find out.
Hey, Mark, it's Mike in the speed booth. It all worked out wonderfully.
Hey, I messed this up before. This race isn't over yet, guys.
Okay, I'll help you through it. I watched you mess it up that day. You come by and get this flag, and now don't go into pits next time either. You got to get it one more time, all right, bud?
Hey, Michael, stay here with me and make sure I don't mess it up, pal. Hey, how about this Scott's Ford F-150? Man, she's spectacular. Kind of made it easy on me there at the end without having to fight for it.
Well, you were the man all night. You put that thing. I thought there was about 10 to go. You got shuffled back to about 10th or 11th, and here you and your teammate came up through the middle of them. How did it feel to see all those guys in front of you so late in the going?
Well, you know, that was just, the truck was really fast. It didn't handle as good as I would like for it to, Michael, but I only practiced in it just a little bit. So, heck, when I got shuffled back, I had to hurry up and get back to the front. It handled the best out front. And I had some good help today. I really want to thank all the Ford drivers, you know, even Compton, even though he was lapped down, just everybody, Rick Crawford, and how about that rookie, Driver X?
Oh, Eric was on it, Mark. When you get to Victor Lane, don't tell Krister and them I talked to you, because I just couldn't wait. I had to hear what you had to say right at the heat of the moment. Congratulations. Stay on the track. I got to go. They're saying I got to quit. Don't go down pit road this time. Cross the start-finish line, and then go celebrate with your team. Congratulations.
Thanks, Michael.
What Mark was talking about at Bristol in a bush race a number of years ago.
Line, buddy.
When they came down for their checker flag, he pulled down pit road, lost that race, gave it to David Green, driving for Bobby Labonte, and Mark said that was the dumbest thing he had ever done in his entire life.
He drove straight to Victory Lane, but it wasn't time to go there yet, Rick.
This isn't exactly the way Mark Martin wanted to win his second ever NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series race, but he's going to take it. As Mark Martin makes his way through the tri-oval, he will win the GM Flex Fuel 250.
Finally won a truck race, Al. Finally won it. Had to run second. Thanks, Mark. Thanks, everybody.
That was voice of crew chief Mike Bean. Finally won a truck race.
Mark Martin has another victory in the Truck Series. Back in 1996, he won at North Wilkesboro. Krista.
Stel Cup championships. He's won Busch championship, truck championships, but he's always happy. When one of his trucks or cars is in victory lane, he's a happy guy. Look at him pushing people out of the way so we can congratulate Mark Martin.
You know what? He's reaching in there right now and saying, hey, don't do a backflip. Oh, wait a minute. That's Carl Edwards that he tells that to.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.